Hi, this is Mary with Social Media Fuse. I wanted to do a quick video to teach you how to use SocialBro to grow your Twitter following with people that are active on Twitter and they're real followers. So when you first log into SocialBro, this is the first page you're going to see. This is actually your home page, even though on their site it says go to your dashboard. This is your home page. When I click to go to the dashboard, I just want to show you a couple of things here. All of these you can look at, and they're interesting stats and information, but what I like to focus on are these numbers right here, 5,500 or 6,500 and 5,100. I'm in an account that can go up to 15,000, and that includes both of these numbers. So you actually graduate to the next account level pretty quickly once you're in here. What I normally do is come down here to my not following me back. These are the people that I'm following, see with this little arrow, but they aren't following me back, and I'm just going to click on that number. What it brings up is all the people that are not following me back. And you can see that if there's this little yellow arrow, that means we've had some kind of previous relationship. This green padlock means that they're on my wait list. So when I select a ton of accounts at once and hit unfollow or anything else, they won't be unfollowed because I always want to follow these people. You can have it be whoever you want. See, this guy right here is not on my list, on my white list, and so he would be unfollowed if I selected everybody. Now what I normally do is use my control key and my minus key and make it so that I can see up to 100 accounts at once. Now I can't really see a lot of them, but this lets me highlight all of them at once. And what I want to do, really I didn't want to highlight all of them right now to show you this, but that's what I would normally do. Now these are all people that are not following me back, so I'm going to unselect them, and I'm just going to go select the people that don't already have a padlock next to their name, and then I'm going to, no, these ones that have the red skull, these are already on my blacklist, but they're probably on my wait list too, so I'm going to leave those alone. What it does is, it's not a perfect tool, nothing is, and when you add something to your wait list and then add them to your blacklist, it will show up with this red face, but it still counts them as being on your wait list. So I've highlighted the ones that aren't following me back, and I'm just going to go ahead and add them to my blacklist so that later on when I do a bulk following of some sort, hold on just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm adding them to my blacklist so when I do a bulk following later, they won't automatically be part of that. Now, down here in this corner, it shows you several pages of people. I'm going to go to the last page because generally those are the accounts that I can just bulk unfollow. And let's see. So what I do is I highlight the whole page. And these are people that I followed the other day that aren't following me back. And then I go to add to blacklist, and all of them should be added. And then I highlight them all again to unfollow them. So that's how I do the bulk unfollowing, and it does it pretty quickly. You can see it just goes right through each one, and it's a lot easier. It's about 100 at a time. So it's a lot easier than going through my Twitter account and doing it. The fun part of using SocialBro, if you can believe it, is the following, because of all of these filters that they let you use over here. And once this page is done, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use that. And it's just a few more seconds. Now remember, you can unfollow a ton of people every day, but you can only follow 1,000 people every day. So what I do is come up here where it says people you follow who don't follow you back, and I click on search all of Twitter. And now I search for a keyword in my industry. For instance, relationship marketing would probably be a good one. So I'll type in relationship marketing and hit search. Now this is going to look for all the people on Twitter that have relationship marketing in their profile bio. Okay, now that that's come up, I'm actually going to make this easier to see so that you can see it all. I don't really do anything with influence, followers, or following. What I do is I come down here and I make sure that they've used their account in the last 15 days. I make sure that they have at least one post a day. And I make sure that their account is at least a month old. Now these are all active people on Twitter. And you can see that some of them I've already followed before and they didn't follow me back. I'm just going to go ahead and add those people real quick to my blacklist, so that I don't follow them again. Now at some point I didn't use my blacklist, and that's why you see these relationships without the skull. And now I'll highlight all the rest of these and go to follow. The nice thing about this is if you had, sometimes if I'll search for just social media, there will be thousands of these people that come up instead of just these 34. And let's see, I'll just do marketing real quick here. Now you're going to see tons and tons of these people. This number will go up in just a minute. And each time you find a set of people that you really like and you want to keep following them, but you need to stay within that 1,000 followers a day, you can save the filter and just call it something like marketing. And then you just hit save changes. And then if you just remember what page you were on the last time you were in here, you can come right back and pick up where you left off. And you'll see a lot of these people I've already followed for social media marketing. And it's the same thing. I'll just start later on. I mean, there's 10,000 people on here, so sometimes you can play with the influence and followers. If you want them to be following, 1,000 people, that's a good start to know that they actually follow people back. Some places don't. They put them on a list or something like that. So this brings us down to 4,700 people. Now the further down up you go in the number of pages, the fewer followers they have, but it's also, that's how far I've gotten before. So then I just highlight them and follow. And it goes through and follows them, and it does it great. I normally only do this every couple of days, at least, to give people time to follow me back. And I would say that with this targeting that I use, it's about 25% to 30% will follow me back, and then I get rid of the ones that I don't want to follow anymore and move forward. And that's all. I mean, it's really simple and easy, and I've doubled my Twitter followers in probably the last month and a half. So that's what you can do. If you have any questions, list them below the blog post. Thank you.